how do you know that he's not just saying these things to you and to the crypto community to shore up support ahead of the election and to get votes? After all, in the past, politicians, including him, have said things that they didn't necessarily follow through on. He talked about getting universal health care for everyone in the U.S. and for the 2016 election, and he tried to repeal the Affordable Care Act. He said he wouldn't raise taxes on, or he said he would raise taxes on the wealthy, and he didn't do that with the 2017 tax cuts when he got into office. How do you know that he's going to follow through if he is elected?
Well, first off, in terms of Donald Trump, his position on Bitcoin evolving, I would say Bitcoin's biggest cynics, who start as Bitcoin's biggest cynics, become the biggest champions of Bitcoin. Michael Saylor started as a cynic of Bitcoin. I started as a cynic of Bitcoin. I mean, when you first hear about Bitcoin, its potential, its promise, it sounds too good to be true. And so I think that that's the natural evolution that anyone goes through. They start very skeptical, and over time, as they have more and more exposure to it, they go along this intellectual journey where they become more interested in it. And I think also what was really impactful on the president, he has family, children that have gotten very involved in Bitcoin, and I think that kind of mirrors the experience that a lot of people have had. Like it's a very tech savvy, youngest generation type technology. And so, once you start having family members get involved in it that expose you to it, you become more open-minded about, how it works, what it is, and what its potential is.
Bitcoin still reached a record under the current administration, and there were 2 spot ETFs approved. Why is it seen that this administration was so tough on Bitcoin when so much had gotten done?
I think it's important to highlight that the way the spot ETF got approved is we had to sue the SEC. So it wasn't like they gladly did that. It was a multi-year litigation, and so it has been pulling teeth this entire time to work with the current administration. They have blocked public offerings from going to market. They have cracked down on developers. They've arrested developers, and they've proposed horrific tax policies and tax schemes for Bitcoin mining. So it's been a very tough administration to work with, and only since we have started supporting the President Trump's campaign have we seen a pivot in messaging from the Democratic Party that hey, maybe we do want to work with you.
Okay, and David, so we only have 30 seconds left, but what would you have to hear from the Harris campaign to call her pro-crypto?
It's beyond having to hear from her because she's in power right now. If she wants to start to reset the relationship, she needs to not sell America's Bitcoin. She needs to fire Gary Gensler today, and she needs to free Ross Ulbricht from prison today. And so they can't be words because she's actively in charge of the country right now. She needs to act on those 3 things, and then we at least would be in a place where we can have a productive dialogue.